Ladies and gentlemen, trees and multiforms, welcome to the Red Phone Zone. I am Ethan. I have just gotten back from seeing Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Here's the video game. Very cool video game, very fun, probably one of the best in the series. Aaron has also done saw that separately, and he did a review of it as well, and I have not watched that review quite yet. Now, judging by the text that Aaron has sent to me and whatnot, the general opinion I got from him was that it was pretty bad. So I went to this movie with an open mind and gave it about 20 minutes, and I gotta say that Aaron is entirely correct. It is a steaming pile of crap. The dogs agree with me, really. You're talking to a guy who owns a copy of Volcano. I have Pathfinder unrated, for God's sake. So this movie, it spends 2 hours basically undoing itself, and just it's a mess. The whole movie is a mess. It's an obvious problem of bad directing and bad writing. The actors are fine in it as far as the material they've got, but they've got this really bad dialogue. I feel real sorry for the actress because she was also in Clash of the Titans. I mean, this is a year I was looking forward to as far as a good, sword fighting, adventure type movies. And Clash of the Titans was rather underwhelming, but at least it was better than this. Ben Kingsley proves once again that he is a consummate actor, but he'll do anything. He's an Academy Award winning actor, and it's just an absolute terrible movie. The transitions in it are jarring. The story doesn't make sense half the time, and you watch the movie and it feels like somebody comes in and says, "Wait, we need to give the villain needs to have some motivation here. So let's give him some motivation. So we'll put in this bit of dialogue here and a really stupid flashback sequence here. That'll make sense. That's why the whole movie is happening." It's really just not worth your time. I would say you can go find this game if you have an Xbox, or I think it's on PlayStation 2 or 3, I don't care. Pick the game up, play it, it's about 1,000 times better. And this is another video game movie to add to the pile of crap. So I can tell you truthfully, if somebody comes to you and says, "Would you like to go see Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time?" Look at them squarely in the eye and say, "Yes, I would love to do it." And then at the same time, stab yourself in the eye with a pencil and go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to have stabbed myself in the eye with a pencil. I need to go to the emergency room. Why don't you tell me how that movie is?" That's really how bad it is. It's just such a mess. There are parts in it that just don't make sense. And spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, they release the Sands of Time and go back to the beginning of the movie and undo everything that happened, and everything's hunky-dory. Now, I for one, if I were, editing this movie, I would just edit that whole middle part out, i.e. the movie, and just run it just fine, because up to about that point, it's not bad. But then the whole forced chemistry between all the characters, the people that just don't make sense. It's such a mess. And I was looking forward to this movie as being this sort of a fun Saturday afternoon entertaining movie, like good popcorn movie, like Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's obviously what they're trying to go for. But it's just such a terrible movie. Don't go see it. I beg you. I mean, it's one of those things that there's so many more better things you can do with your day and with your life and with 2 hours of your existence than going to see this movie. So that being said, see it at your own risk. It's the worst movie I have seen this year, and possibly the worst movie I have seen in a while. So there we go, 2010 summer blockbuster movie, and I anticipate it's going to tank, and I hope it tanks, because God knows they don't need to do another one of these. Because it seems like they just skipped the whole let's do the good movie onto the bad sequels like they did with Pirates of the Caribbean to just doing the bad movie. So at least, hey, maybe hopefully this gets out to people and they can actually not go see it. So that's my confession.